La Pointe Courte, La Pointe, fuck the song. Hello there, CriterioNate here, number 419, Agnes Varda's La Pointe Courte. It's tricky to figure out some when it's like da 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 5 syllables. It's got to be 5 syllables or 4 syllables. 3 syllables is da 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 da. Screw it. 1954, 80 minutes, black and white, monaural, French, blah 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 blah. So technically, this is part of the in 2000 and whatever the hell. When was this released? Do I have the date for this one? No, I do not. Those are 2000, early 2008, I guess. They put out Criterion put out an Agnes Varda set. Came with 4 movies. Cleo from 5. They reissued Cleo from 5 to 7 and Vagabond, which they had, which were originally, which were they numbers in the first like 75, 76 or something. I can't remember. Let me look back. I got my 73 and 74. So it had 73 and 74 on it, as well as La Pointe Courte, which we're going to talk about today, and Le Bonheur, which we'll discuss tomorrow. Today, yeah. La Pointe Courte. I don't have much to say about this movie. It's not bad. I enjoyed it enough. I think Agnes Varda's definitely has some talent. She's still alive. She has some really fantastic talent when behind the camera. And I think the thing that's really cool about her movies is that a lot of it is she has a plot. All of her movies have a plot, but it's not. But sometimes it's the little details. It's not so much the plot as it is, there's little things, like for instance, the main focus of this movie is about this couple who reunite, husband and wife who have been separated, and they get back together, and they just spend the whole day talking to each other and trying to reconcile. I guess the husband had cheated on her before, and while she's forgiven him, she's still nervous about going back to him because I guess he's had a crisis of love or midlife crisis about love or something. She's afraid that he doesn't believe in their love or something like that. It was a little tricky to figure out, because it got a little artsy-fartsy with the way the cameras look, like when there's scenes where the husband would look straight at the camera and the wife was like, cutting off half his face, and she was looking straight forward. It's like, oh god. There it is, guys. Did we get names? Him and her. Oh, okay. Him and her. Okay, so they didn't get names. I didn't think they had names on there. So anyway, but yeah, so in the end they get together, all that, but it's not just about them. There's a lot of like little subplots, little stories. For instance, there's this health inspector who bans these fishermen from fishing because there's like tainted shrimp or something. The fish are like tainted with some chemical, and they do it anyway, and one of them gets ticketed. There's also stories about these families, and yeah, so it's not just about the main focus, which is the majority, about 75% of the 70 to 80% of the movie is focused on this couple, but the other 20 to 25% is about the town or the inhabitants of La Pointe Courte, which is this little like fisherman's village place in Sete, it's south of France, and so and I feel like looking back, I feel like there was a lot of that in Cleo from 5 to 7 in Vagabond. A lot of especially Vagabond, with Sandra, whatever her name is, Sandra Bourdain, wandering around and meeting all these different people. I think Varda is someone who wants to tell a lot of different stories in a short amount of space, and does so. But that's just like her, her gimmick, Obviously I haven't seen all her movies, so I don't know if I'm not sure if Le Bonheur is similar or in any way. Maybe that was just the kind of a theme I picked on, that like she comes up with. There's a main plot and a lot of subplots, a lot of focus on the people that she meets while she's filming, And yeah, I think a lot of people who are in the movie that aren't the main characters are like they weren't actors. They were just people who were brought in, and Varda asked, "Would you want to be in a movie?" And so she filmed them doing their thing and all that. So yeah, it's sort of like a kind of a tribute, kind of a documentary-ish style kind of feel. It's a lot of great long shots of the town, and yeah, so there's that. And outside of that, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. We'll keep it short. La Pointe Courte, it's an okay movie. I think the biggest fault with this movie is that it's just too short. I think that was the biggest problem. I feel like it could have gone on a lot longer. Maybe at least maybe not like really long, but maybe like 90 minutes or maybe even 100 minutes, 10, 20 minutes longer. It's only 80 minutes. I don't feel like there was. I mean, you got enough, but I think like maybe a little more time could have been dedicated to the people of La Pointe Courte. It seemed like the movie kind of abruptly ends with them getting together, and going back to Paris together. I think in Paris, that's where they go at the end. So yeah, I think that's the biggest fault. Outside of that, it's not bad. I don't think it was the most entertaining movie, and I feel like some of the art house. I feel like a lot of people consider this like the beginnings, the seeds of New Wave, the French New Wave scene, and so Varda has that title, and I can see it, obviously Breathless and Godard knocked it out of them, was busted wide open, with his stuff. But yeah, I'm giving this. It's not my favorite movie. But it's not bad. I'm giving it a B+. I did like the movie. I just, again, felt it was too short. It could have gone on a little longer. I feel like it ended a little too abruptly for my taste. So, anyway. I was, I guess, enjoying the different jumping back and forth between the characters that I wanted more. So, I think that was probably the biggest fault for it. And yeah, so yeah, La Pointe Courte, B+. There's a new 15-minute interview with Varda. She talks about the people she met and all that. There's also an excerpt from a 1964 episode of the French television series Cines de Notre Temps, where Varda talks about her thing. I think she was like 30 or like in her early 30s when she filmed it, late 20s, early 30s when she filmed La Pointe Courte, which I guess was her first big film, her first feature-length film. And so for her first film, I think it's pretty amazing, I have to say. So there you are. So anyway, yeah, that's all the supplements. So La Pointe Courte, B+, good stuff. So originally I was planning to do Cleo from 5 to 7 today, but I want to wait until I get the DVD. Yesterday I only got La Pointe Courte et Le Bonheur in my delivery. I had put a hold on what I thought was 4 by Agnes Varda, the whole set, but it was just the book that came with, this. So, oh god, oh, not her. So the photo that came with all the photos here. So yeah, there's Varda looking all cute. She's honestly a really attractive woman, I have to say. And then I was looking, and then there's, of course, because she's so short, you gotta do that. You gotta stand on the backs of her assistants, to see his stuff, which is a trip. Anyway, that's all I have for today. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll do Le Bonheur, and then Tuesday by hook or by crook, even if I don't get it, we'll do Cleo from 5 to 7. I didn't feel like watching it on my computer on the Alexandria Street website. In case there were some supplements, I believe when I did Cleo from 5 to 7 originally, I had done the original pressing, and so I don't remember off the top of my head. In fact, well, might as well, while we're here, might as well take a quick look. I don't remember if when Criterion reissued it for the 4 by Agnes Varda set, they added any new supplements. I would like to think they did, considering it was about 7 years after the fact. But let me check. No, I don't want to see Claire's knee. Oh my god, Criterion. I'm trying to type in Cleo from 5 to 7, and they said Claire's knee. No. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like There are... Oh, but you know what? No, I think I did this. Yeah, I did watch this. I remember all... I remember all this stuff. Yeah, I remember the Cleo's Real Path Through Paris. I think I did do all that. So we will... either way, we'll just do the movie, because again, that's the main focus. I just want to focus on rewatching the movie again. So anyway, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Don't slap your kids. There's scene with the mother and all that. And don't eat tainted fish. Don't go fishing for tainted, chemical-driven food and all that. And that's all I got. So that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow for Le Bonheur. And until then, goodbye.